Hello everyone, welcome back to Kathy Rain. Last week, Rutskarn was mysteriously murdered, and now we're going to find out why.
Are we?
No, we're actually not even going to mention it again. But Mumbles is still here, so...
Against my will.
Yes, well, it was in Rutskarn's will and testament that he most strenuously desired you to continue playing Kathy Rain with us, so that's what we're doing.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
Last week, we discovered that... Okay, so remember, there's Charles Wade, dude, rich person in the hospital. He bought the paintings of... what was her name? What the fuck? Lily Myers, who was that kid that killed herself, but she was like doing these paintings. He bought those speculatively thinking like, oh, maybe I can make a big buck at some point, you know, young artists who kill themselves. Maybe that's something people are interested in. And then a few years after that, some art thieves broke into his manor, stole just Lily Myers paintings, none of the other much more expensive paintings, and that crime was just unsolved ever since. Well, we then discovered that Goober, real name Franklin Goldfarb, saw the robbery. He was the only witness, and he described one of the robbers as being a guy who had I don't remember if it was a lighter that said BH or some other BH thing. I think it was the lighter. Well, it turns out that we have a lighter that has BH written on it, and also it was from her dad. So we're gonna go ask Grandma now, hey, did your son rob Charles Wade?
Dear.
Okay.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
What connection does this have to anything else? Who knows? That's where we're going.
Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on
BH.
Dad's lighter.
Yes, dear, it means the Black Hats. They're those ruffians on motorcycles.
Oh no, we also have a motorcycle.
Oh, his biker gang.
Oh crap,
Makes sense.
we're in the biker. We stole the paintings.
I like that there's
Tell
this
me
like
about the
kindly
Black
old
Hats.
lady that is
I
like
refuse to talk about
the
those
mother of a
ruffians.
guy in a
They turned your
biker
father
gang,
into a
and then
horrible
her
person.
granddaughter is also
You
in a
should stay
biker
far
gang, but
away
she's
from
just
them,
this kindly old lady.
They're awful people, just awful.
Well, she doesn't like that biker gang, so let's
I
also
don't
ask
see
her
a
about the
reason
red
to
man.
ask
Just
her
for
about that.
oh, they're boring.
See you
All
later,
right,
Grams.
Take care, dear.
let us go. I don't remember if we can now go and find the... Do we have that as a destination? Otherwise, we might have to call...
No, it's I know what it is. Do you want to know what it is?
Sure.
It is
Is it
go
the
to the
sheriff
police.
station?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ask Lenny about the Black Hats.
Hey. What you know about biker gangs and crimes?
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
What can you
He
tell
looks
me
a little
about
young to
Black
know about
Hats?
her dad's biker
They've
gang.
caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been
Well,
kinda
they're still
quiet.
around.
We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find
They're not
enough
like
dirt on their leader.
vampire covens or whatever, where like
Big
if you
Bo.
take out the lead one,
know
they
where I
all
can find
disappear.
Yeah, hold on.
Apparently
Let me just
not.
find a map.
Is that how that works?
That's how vampires work.
Got it.
Or
Thanks.
werewolves, I don't remember which.
Really?
Well, gotta go.
Well, which one is it, Chris? There's a big
I
difference.
don't know.
I mean, if we have to fight a vampire or a
they
werewolf, I
called
want to know what I'm
covens?
supposed to do.
Are a group of
No,
vampires
that's-
called covens? I thought that was witches.
I think that's a witch thing. I'm very confused.
You're so confused. Almost like a
group of
vampire is in your
vampires is
house
called a
controlling your
pod.
mind.
Don't scare me. It's scary.
Ooh, he's behind the door. Don't move.
These guys really, really like Breaking Bad, huh?
Sweet butt incoming.
Is this a Breaking Bad thing?
Like hell
I
I
couldn't
am.
get
I'm
past the
nobody's
dissolve a
property.
guy
Is
in a
it?
tub
You
scene.
sure?
Oh,
Doesn't she
it
look like a
was
sweet butt? I think she does.
because Walter White's alter ego
Step
wears
off,
a
creep.
stupid
What?
black fedora.
Or what?
Oh,
The
okay.
sketch
I was
of
gonna
him looks a
say.
lot- The sketch of him looks a lot like the thing on their banner. That's all I'm saying.
You think I need my daddy to kick your pathetic ass?
I was gonna say, like, what biker gang is gonna call themselves the Black Hats? Like, come on.
Let go of me!
Maybe a keyboard warrior.
The fedoras.
Get cattle prodded.
What the hell's going on out here?
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell
This
out of here.
here. What's her dad's name?
Sorry, boss. I'll go.
I was gonna say this here's Jimmy's daughter, but I don't know.
Don't
Jimmy
actually
is not the name.
remember. It's not Jimmy.
He'll be disciplined for that.
He better be. I take it your beau?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother. Who are you, really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Prove it.
Show them your ID.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
Oh,
Asked and
I
answered.
think I've wasted enough time.
show them the lighter.
I
Yeah,
need to
what?
figure out some proof.
Come on, it's obvious. What's Stun gonna know?
This proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right.
Brian. Okay, that's
Sorry about
Brian Rain is a weird
We've had
name.
some problems with the Vandals lately.
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
Is this where we get
You got
new
the same taste as your old
motorcycles?
man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so.
So I know
Feels
he's
like
supposed to
you
be
don't
like
ride
a
bikes.
burly man's
I
man
love girls.
biker dude, but the
Ain't
beard
that-
just screams like
Those girls don't just waltz in
fantasy
places like this
dwarven
either.
beard.
I guess you know. Anyway, I had some questions.
You know, like it doesn't look like the
Displaced
unkempt.
reverse Isekai'd
Girl
dwarf king.
for now.
Oh my
You'd
god,
be
that,
surprised.
that sounds like an amazing game I want to play right now, where like the Isekai takes place in the real world. Oh my god, I just freaking invented
Do
Once
you know
Upon a Time.
anything about what happened to
God
Joseph
damn
Rain
it.
in 1981?
That show sucks.
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So I take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one
The blonde
page,
guy
he's
at the
crazy,
table down below
next,
looks like he's in
smash
active
his skull
pain.
in. He could be a real self-righteous
Maybe he
prick when
is.
he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around
These
here.
guys have seen a lot.
Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
You seriously thought Grandpa was a bad parent?
Everybody knew about it. People just tend to forget the bad qualities of men in wheelchairs.
I don't know what it is,
Joseph
but the
wasn't
exit
safe,
sign
he saw
to
it
the
with
left
black
just has extreme like
He was only kind to
Donkey
whomever
Kong
considered
Country
him
energy.
by
I think
his
it's just the
narrow
like
voice.
glowing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you think of the Nintendo logo from the opening of Donkey Kong Country, it's got that like 16-bit artifacted glow to it.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
Through that door is the place where the game changes. We don't go through that door.
Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Meyer's paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
So how would you fix his beard? Like, first of all, I think it needs to be multiple colors, not just a flat gray. But also, I think biker beards tend to go down, not
Oh,
out.
cut the bullcrap. I know it was you. I did some digging and found evidence pointing to the club.
I live by a
Is
biker
that so?
bar, and honestly, this
Better be a
isn't
good girl and
that
listen to the
different.
sheriff.
Because when they're on the bike,
Yeah.
I couldn't
the
care
wind
less about
blows
ratting you out, Bo.
onto the beard.
I just need to know
So
what
that
you did
it
with
becomes
the art.
very wispy like
I
this.
have no intention of discussing.
They have a
your
very nice
illusions
Persian
as
rug for some
facts,
reason,
Earl.
though.
Don't make me tell you again.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
Cool.
Anything about Lily Myers?
nothing that anyone else.
I just googled biker beard, and I have never seen more guys that look like Rob Zombie.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16.
Oh, they're franchising.
12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The
Do
log
biker
and
clubs
trouble?
actually do that?
It used to
Like,
be tough when your granddad
Sometimes.
was around.
Large ones do, yeah.
Truman ran it.
and everybody has to pay like tributes
And
back to
now?
the parent
Well,
one.
they try, but Boyks and the boy
I
are
don't know
loose
if they
at best.
do that per se, but
Well, then how do you keep hold of the franchise if
What
like
can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Do I look like a pious man to you?
there needs to be like some sort of centralized
This may be a
management
weird
of the
question,
brand?
but have you ever met a bald
This
man
is the-
dressed in red?
we can't have anarchist motorcycle clubs.
Count?
Well, I mean, like you can't start like a badass biker gang in Phoenix, and then by the time like there's a
Why
Cleveland
don't you show
chapter,
them
the
that?
Cleveland chapter is really more into like reading books by Jane Austen and hanging out at the library. Like you can't like the brand needs to be maintained
I
of
don't need to
badass
show them that.
bikers.
I already showed that to him. Care to join me for a smoke, Bo?
Sorry, darling, I'm trying to quit.
Because otherwise it'll hurt your reputation, because by the time people from Cleveland come out to Phoenix, they're going to assume that you're a bunch of wimps, and you can't have
I'm
that.
gonna hit the road.
You're running drugs and doing illegals, law-breaking crimes.
Thanks, Bo. See you around.
What crimes are these guys doing, by the way? Because this is a biker gang, but they don't seem
Hey, Brian's girl.
that into the crime part?
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that
Well,
friendly.
I'm sure if you
He's got
just
a lot
walk
on
up and
his mind.
ask them what crimes you're
But I
committing,
think I may
they'll
know
just
of a
tell
way
you.
to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Yeah, but like you'd think,
Well,
you know, how do they
Brian
fund this
and
place? Because
Double
clearly it's a
B's
dive
is
bar
what
that
it's
doesn't
called.
actually make any money itself.
They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Cocaine.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
It could
yeah,
be.
it's
They
basically
could be
a
running
Bloody
drugs.
Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
I take that back. Gross.
None of these guys look like they're
Kid,
on
It's just a
cocaine.
Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to it.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No, Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some kind of
I wonder if it
expensive
is that
spice.
So let me
plant
guess.
that we
if I can produce
found.
this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember
the
Brian,
plant
which should go
good?
a long way. He hasn't had that.
No, I
drink
said like
since your old
endangered
man
plant that we
disappeared.
used to help like
Brian
place
was
where
like a
that
son
photo
to
was
you.
taken.
The boss would have died for him. Back
Did
in
we
the
pick
day.
it up already, or do we have to go
If you
back
could
and
recall
get
the
it?
good times with your father, he might change his
No,
mind.
we don't have it.
I guess it could be
we'd
worth
have
a
to go
try.
back.
Wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty
Yeah, it's
nasty
definitely that plant.
hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Trippy. Thanks.
You're welcome, darling.
I think they have some
Hey,
very
Emmett,
boring
do you
normal
think this could
names
be the
for
secret ingredient?
bikers. Emmett
Yeah,
and
Emmett and
Brian
Bo.
Really sounds like it from
and
what I was
Bo.
told.
Well, Bo's kind of a
Alright.
biker name.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll take Bo over Emmett.
Emmett's okay.
Yeah, but it's like not a biker name. I think of the guy from the Lego Movie, or I think of like Emmett L. Brown, Doc Brown. Emmett Otter, the famous Christmas otter.
Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make a drink.
None of these people are badass like biker dudes, is I guess my point.
This is a highly illegal thing
I'll
we're
just hit
doing
it to your
here.
face, Campster.
I would simply I wouldn't do it in an insulting way. I would simply point out that it's a curious name for a person who associates with this sort of organization.
I'm just imagining us doing like a fucking modern horror RPG or something, and we go to the biker bar, and you just manage to piss everyone off immediately.
This is why I'm not allowed to go to biker bars.
Hey.
I set off everyone's "this fucking guy again" alarm.
Add this, will you? Just something I like for flavor. Put it in a blender.
Whatever you say. One Bloody Mary. Enjoy.
I don't think I've ever actually had a Bloody Mary.
The club will cover that, Jose.
They turned into a gimmick drink so
Thanks
fast.
again, Emmett.
When did that
They're
happen?
fucking gross. The worst are the spicy Bloody Marys. Oh my fucking god, they're so bad. They taste like butthole.
Hey, Bo.
I just don't know. I don't know why people need to put like 18 things on top of them, like the stupid tourist trap ones.
Oh yeah. Well, it's because of the rise of those chocolate shakes that have like donuts and shit on top of them. They're like, why don't we do this for Bloody Marys too?
Keep expecting Brian to walk
But
in
it's
here
terrible
and
on the milkshakes
say,
too. They're all terrible.
Yeah, but Campster, there's this thing called Instagram, and people go on Instagram to look at pictures. And if you go to a restaurant and they have an Instagrammable food, and you will take a picture of it and get many likes.
I guess, but it makes the food so bad. Instagram has been the worst culinary invention ever.
Yeah, look at most of the food at the Disney parks. Most of them are made to be Instagrammable now. They don't give a shit about the taste.
Or the texture, or the structure. Like stuff melts way too fast in the Florida sun. It's all terrible.
Blit.
Got it.
Was gold leaf on food a thing before
Not much.
Yes.
Instagram?
Yes, it was. But it was like, it was actually fancy restaurants, and it was a very small amount, and it was not used very much. And then someone was like, wait a second, I can buy a whole sheet of
Thanks, Bo.
this
I'm gonna follow
and
up on
trick
this right
people.
away.
That's it? You're not gonna ask me about what
I guess there
happened,
is
old
the
man?
like
Not even curious.
interesting
give two
quirk in
shits
that
about that
gold is
asshole.
like completely
Bullshit.
biologically
Don't expect anyone to
inactive,
believe
and so
you're
it
that
doesn't matter
angry
if you
someone
eat it or
don't
not.
give two shits about.
Either he's dead or he abandoned me. Do any of those options look appealing to you?
They don't, but you should
Wait,
know
is it
no
totally
thing
biologically
about
inert?
everything that
Let me
you
look
do.
this up.
Yeah, gold is not used in any kind of biological process, nor is it
Not
toxic.
then, and not now.
Comforting to hear, Mr. President.
Shut up and listen, girl. I'm trying to tell you something.
So you're saying that we should
Brian
start like
used to talk about heading to
filtering
Mexico, about riding
sewage
off
for
into the
gold
sunset,
flecks
getting
because
away
people
from
eat
all
this
his
stuff,
newfound
and then we could collect it and
responsibilities.
get rich.
And I think part of him was serious. You
I
deserve
think
to know that
that's
there's a chance he's
one
still out
of
there
the
somewhere.
less
Sure. Let's hope that
smart
bastard
ways
is
to
living
get
it up
rich you could
somewhere.
come up with, but sure, why not?
Just take care of yourself, you hear?
You too.
I just want gold. I just want
Although
to...
honestly, I'd be
Like that.
surprised if
I
some
think I'm
people
gonna
are
ask
not
if I can
doing
stay the
that
night at
themselves
Grandma's.
after they eat gold leaf stuff.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
The fact of the matter is, it's so little gold, it doesn't actually make that difference.
But is gold leaf pure gold, or is gold leaf like mixed with like iron, or not iron, but like aluminum or something to make it?
No, it's gold.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Grandma, it got kind of late. Would it be okay if I stayed the night?
Of course, dear. Have a seat.
You know what
It's
the
just
real gold
super
that
thin.
Oh, you're the best. I'm
the
starving.
real gold that's worth eating? Popcorn butter. That stuff's delicious.
At like just a regular old AMC.
Yeah, that stuff's amazing. I love it. Not like raw, on popcorn, obviously.
Are we talking about
bound
like
to her,
just
and
butter
she
that's
to
been
you.
melted on popcorn, or are we talking about
A
like stuff that you buy in a
separation is an
bottle and
open
it's like
wound.
red?
A tear that
Yeah,
can
the
only be
reddish gold.
cauterized
It's
in
gold.
agony.
It's not red.
I had a bad
For
reaction
our
to that
God
once, and I have
is a
not had that
consuming
since.
fire.
I took my nephews to see Sonic 2, and it was their first time in a movie theater because they're kids in the pandemic, and the 8-year-old decided to butter his own popcorn, and we shouldn't have let him, because 20
no.
minutes into the movie he got sick.
And the kid from the
I knew it was going to be a problem when he picked his popcorn
gotta
up off the
mean
floor and the oil had soaked through the paper bag.
cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing.
See,
Yeah, he got
when I was a kid, I wouldn't get in trouble for over buttering because they didn't have butter stations back then. What I would do is I would oversalt it. I would make my popcorn so fucking salty.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I went to the movies with my friend and her mom took my popcorn away because she thought it was too salty. And I told my mom, and my mom was like, "You don't ever get to police my kids' food." It was amazing.
Awesome.